Let's try it again. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. This is my second video. See, I promise. So this is the look I chose for today. Last week I did a very soft, natural, everyday type of look. And this week I kind of wanted to show some versatility. So I decided I am going to go bold. This is definitely dramatic. It is still gorgeous. It will look great on everybody. The palette I'm going to be using for today is the Morphe 35V Stunning Vibes palette. This palette is gorgeous. It has so many different shades and colors, all kinds of different looks you can achieve with just this palette alone. It is amazing. I am going to be here for you every single Friday, so make sure once again you like, subscribe, leave me a comment, and don't forget to ring my bell. If you like what I did here on my face, pull up a chair because we are going to get started in 3, 2, 1. All right, so I already started off by priming my face and priming my eyes. The primer I used on my face today is the Hey Honey Good Morning Priming Serum. And for my eyes, I used my Ride or Die e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer in the shade Medium Peach. So the first color that I'm going to go in with in this Morphe Stunning Vibes palette is this color right here. It is called Go Nude, and it's just a matte flesh tone color. And I'm going to be using the Farrah Eye Contour Brush 635E, and it is just a flat dome brush. And I'm going to start here in the outer corner, and I'm going to buff back and forth all the way up to the eyebrow. So one thing I want to mention, for those of you who saw my video last week, I did a very in-depth tutorial on how I do my face. I do my face the same way every time I do my makeup. I very rarely do anything different. If you want to see a more in-depth video on how to highlight and contour based on your face shape, leave me a comment. I'd be more than happy to do a video for you. But for purposes of our videos, I am going to focus less on face application and more on the application of the eye. I'm now going to go in with this shade right here, Vixen. It is just a matte yellowish brown shade. It kind of looks like baby poop, but it's pretty. You know, did you ever like change a baby's diaper and think, my, that's a pretty color? That's this. And I'm just going to work this all in that crease. I'm not going to go as high as I did with the Go Nude color. You want to keep it a little bit lower and just back and forth windshield wiper motion. Make sure you get it in that inner corner area. And I'm going to do like a circular motion out here in the outer corner. I hope everybody had a wonderful week last week. My son Liam actually turned 9 years old on Sunday. So we had a little birthday dinner for him. Unfortunately, this year with the pandemic, we couldn't have any sort of a party. See, it's a pretty baby poop. I'm now going to take this fluffy dome brush here. This came from the Urban Decay's Naked 2 palette, and I'm going to use this with no product on it just to blend out any harsh lines. We're going to be layering multiple colors on our eye today, so you want to make sure that between every single color you use, you're going to want to blend. This is a very dramatic look we are doing. And blending definitely makes all the difference. Like, look at this eye that is blended out compared to this eye that I haven't even touched yet. It makes a world of difference. You don't want to look too harsh. I'm now going to take that same brush that I went in with for Vixen, and that was the MAC 217, and I'm going to go in with this color right here, and this is called Turned On. And I'm going to focus mostly here on the outer corner and do kind of like a circular motion in that crease, and then I'm going to start to push that product over towards the inner corner. You want to pack it on mostly out here, and again, you want to stay lower in the crease. You're practically going right over top of that last color, Vixen. Now I'm going to go ahead and take that same fluffy dome brush with no product on it, and you guessed it, we are going to blend it out. When you're doing a bold look and you're doing very dramatic colors, blending is going to always be the key. You can pretty much work with any color. You can put black eyeshadow on. As long as you blend it right, it's going to look nice and it's going to look professional. I'm now going to take a flat shader brush. This came from the Urban Decay's Naked 3 palette. I love the brushes in the Urban Decay Naked palettes. I think I use them every time I do my makeup. Now for the next color I want to use, I truly want a dark matte brown, which this palette doesn't exactly have. So I'm going to be mixing two colors together. I'm going in with this color here, which is called In the Zone, and I'm going to be mixing it with this color here, which is called Little Black Book. And the combination of the two colors will give me that dark brown shade that I'm trying to achieve. So now I have those colors mixed. I'm going to start very low in this crease and I'm gonna just cut into it. This is not a cut crease look. If you guys want to see a cut crease look, just leave me a comment below and I will do a look for you where I do a true cut crease. And you're gonna go very light-handed back and forth, and you want to use your eyeball as kind of a guide. So you're starting in that outer corner and you're just lining your actual eyeball. Don't worry if you come down on your lid because we're gonna put a color on the lid. You just don't want to go up too high. And then once you line your eyeball and get that product all within that crease, you can kind of then turn the brush a little bit to the side and you want to almost smoke it out here in the outer corner. So again, it's flat to your eye and then you turn to the side and just kind of buff it. And that gives it like a smoking effect. So now that I've laid down that dark brown color, I'm going to take that same flat shader brush from the Naked 3 palette with no product on. I actually removed all the product from this brush. And this is what I'm actually going to use as my blending brush as well. So you're going to spend a little time just sitting here back and forth, blending out any harsh lines of that dark brown that we put on. I'm now going to take that fluffy blending brush that I use and I'm going to be using the exact opposite end, and this is just a flat shading brush. And from the palette we're going to go in with this color all the way over here. This is Devoted, which is a very dark matte teal color. And we're just gonna pat this all over the lid. I'm gonna start low towards the lash line and build up towards the crease. And you just wanna keep packing on more color. And when you get to that crease, it's okay if it looks a little choppy because like we've done with every color so far in this look, we will be blending it out. So right now your focus should just be packing on the color and getting it all over the lid. So now that we have packed this color all over our lid and we are looking crazy, we are going to take that same flat shader brush that came from the Urban Decay's Naked 3 palette, and we're going to again take that mixture, that In the Zone and Little Black Book, to create that dark brown shade that we just did in the last step, and we're going to repeat that. We're just going to gently line that low crease, and this is going to get rid of that choppiness and that harshness of the teal that we just put on and kind of give it more of a blend look. So now that we're blended, I'm actually going to go back in with that MAC 217 and I'm just going to pick up a little bit more of that turned on, that burnt orange color, just to kind of give it a once over right in that top crease there. It'll blend it a little more and it'll bring out that color slightly because I feel like we're starting to lose it. So now that I got a bulk of my eyes done, I am going to go ahead and I'm going to start working on my face, and the foundation I'm going to use today is the Pure 4-in-1 Tinted Moisturizer, and this is in the shade MN3. And I'm going to take my flat top kabuki brush from IT Cosmetics. Now, like I said in my last video, you want to build to your desired coverage. Now, because this is a tinted moisturizer, it's definitely more of a sheer coverage. So I will be doing multiple layers of this foundation to get the desired full coverage effect. I'm now going to go ahead and do my concealer, and I'm going to be using the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, and this is in the shade NW20. And I'm going to be using a MAC 249 small concealer brush to apply it to my under eyes. I'm taking my small beauty blender and I'm going to just start patting it into the skin. you want to see another in-depth video where I concentrate solely on the face, like maybe you want to know what different foundations that you should be using for your tone or your texture, or maybe if you want to know how to color match or something where I focus more on the face and less on the eyes, let me know in the comment section and I will make a video just on that. But I don't really change how I personally do my face. The products might change, like I will use different products. Like I've used already a different concealer than I did from my last video and a different foundation, but the way I apply it, my technique never changes. So again, please refer to my last video if you want to see more in depth of how I apply it to my face. I'm now going to set my face where I applied the concealer, and I'm going in with the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in the shade 10 Light Fair. And I'm just packing it everywhere that I put the concealer. So now that I've set my face, I am gonna finish with my eyes. I'm gonna take a smudge brush, and this is a MAC 214, and I'm gonna go in with that same color that we did on the lid, which is this color right here, Devoted. Just take a little bit of that on my smudge brush, and I'm going to start right in the outer corner of the eye, and I'm just going to buff it along the lash line. I'm only going to go halfway though. I'm not taking it all the way to the inner corner. So I'm now going to take the e.l.f. Professional Eyeshadow Brush, and I'm going to go in with this orange color that we did up in our crease, which is Turned On, and I'm going to buff the entire under eye from the outer corner all the way to the inner corner. And this is also going to kind of blend out that Devoted teal color as well. Now I'm going to take a small round shader brush. This is one of those Jaff brushes, and I'm going to go in with this color right here. This is called First Date. It has a shimmer, but it's a very dull shimmer. I wanted to go a little bit more matte with my brow bone just because this is such a dramatic look. I thought if I went with too much shimmer, it'd be like, I'm a pretty girl. I'm also going to take that same First Date, and I'm going to pop it here in my inner corners. Now, if you notice, I didn't put any eyeliner on my upper lid. I didn't do a winged liner. This is such a bold look, and I love the color of the teal that I didn't want to take away from it, so I'm actually just going to be putting on false lashes and not any eyeliner on my top, but I am going to be lining my waterline, and for that I'm actually going in with a brown color, and this is the MAC Costa Riche Eye Kohl. And like I told you in my last video, I developed a trick where I don't want to touch my face and smudge my makeup, so I use the cap and I pull my lid down slightly, and then I just go ahead and line my waterline. I'm going to go ahead and contour my face now, and I'm using the Benefit Hoola bronzer. And the tip of the ear to the corner of the mouth. I'm now going to go in with my blush. I'm going to be using the Milani Baked Blush in the shade Luminoso, and I'm going in with my e.l.f. blush brush, starting at the apple and following that contour line. And for my highlighter, I am using the Becca Champagne Pop, and I'm going in with the Firma 103 Angled Brush. And this is actually a collab that Jaclyn Hill did with Becca Cosmetics, and if you know Jaclyn Hill, you know her highlighters definitely pack a punch, so you do not need to use a lot. I am going to lightly coat my lashes with mascara, and I'm going to be going in with the TooFaced Better Than Sex Mascara. And I'm going to go ahead now and do my brows, and I am using the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil, and this is in the shade 3.5. And I just line the bottom of my brow, then I line the top of my brow, and I start right at the arch. In my opinion, I have yet to pull off the perfect brow. There's days where I feel like I'm pretty on point with it, and then there's days where, oof. And then for the front of the brow, you just want to do light strokes. If you go too heavy-handed towards the front, you'll develop a very mean look. This is the hardest part for me, is getting my brows to match. You think they match? What do you think? Do they look like sisters or do they look like twins? I'm also going to go ahead and set my brows. I am using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel, and this is just going to kind of set those brows and keep them from moving. So what I do is I comb them upwards, and then I start from the top and just kind of smooth them down. Now all that's left for this look is eyelashes and lips. Okay, so lashes are now on. I used the Ardell Demi Wispy lashes in black. I know last week I also put my lashes on off camera. It's just a personal preference for me. I plan on doing a lash video for you guys in the near future. I've actually already been asked about lashes, so I promise a lash video will be coming up shortly. So for my lips today, I'm going to go in with the Ace Beauty lip liner in Be Peachy. And I'm gonna start right at the arch, and you're gonna like kind of an X liner right along the top of the lip. And you line the bottom. Fill it in. And then for my lip color, I am going to be going in with the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Liquid Lipstick, and this is in the shade Sweet Tooth. I'm gonna be honest, I actually, prior to purchasing this, never used a liquid lipstick before, and I actually love liquid lipstick. I recommend carrying a gloss around with you because it will dry out your lips a little bit. At least it does mine. But this stuff is amazing because it actually does taste like chocolate. And now I'm just going to spray my face to set everything in place, and I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set today. And that is it. This is the finished look. It is very dark. It is very dramatic. Definitely a nighttime. You know what? I actually don't like to separate looks between nighttime versus daytime. If this is your vibe, you should be able to wear this any time of the day you want. Put it on, play with it. If you like it, wear it. I mean, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, isn't it? Anyways, I hope you liked this look. Make sure that you like and you subscribe and you comment and you tell me what you want to see. I will be uploading every Friday. Thank you again for coming back and seeing me. I cannot wait to see you guys next week. I hope you have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye. I am a mess. Oh. I look psychotic right now. I am. I have no words. Oh, I can't talk today. Let it all out. I'll wait. Oh my God. Yep, poke myself in the eye. Anastasia, Beverly here. Am I having a stroke? This is like word salad today. Oh, I'm out of breath.